Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome back to my first video on this channel, which is going to have a lot of my gardening videos. I decided to move them from my other channel to this channel. So today's video is going to be really quick. So last year I planted a bunch of potatoes, and these potatoes have been sitting in the closet of my kitchen since last summer, and as you can see, they've really started to grow some sprouts. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to just bury these in the dirt and see what happens. I've never grown potatoes from sprouts that I used the year before. I've usually just bought new seed potatoes and put them in the dirt. So it's gonna be real quick. We're just gonna bury these and we'll come back later this summer and see how they work out. So these are the potatoes that have been sitting in my closet. I got about 15 of them. I don't exactly remember what kind I have, but I'm just going to bury them in the dirt today. As you can see, there's already some eyes that are starting to pop out. Like I said, I'm not a professional gardener. I've just been enjoying doing this in my backyard for the last couple years. So I'm still learning. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna bury the whole thing, and then they will find their way up. But potatoes are really fun to grow because as they grow, you don't really know exactly what they are doing. And then at the end of the year, when you come pull them up, you might get tons of potatoes, and then they're just everywhere. So I'm gonna put them in this pretty large basket that I'm using, and this bag I grew peanuts in last year, which was a lot of fun, and they did work, except towards the end of the year, squirrels or rabbits, somebody came through and ate all of the peanuts, so I didn't get a whole bunch of them to actually eat. But today what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that these are nice and buried deep, just all through here. So this is a pretty wide basket of dirt, but as you can see, I'm just gonna throw it all in here, and they'll find their way back to the top. So I'm not too worried about where I'm putting them. And it won't take long because the sprouts on these are already so big that they're gonna start popping up. I could probably put it in the other bag too, but I'm just gonna put them all in this bag so that they're gonna be easier to pull up later in the summer. But when you have fresh potatoes right out of the garden, they are really, really good. And so I'm gonna make sure that all of these are covered, and then probably overfilling this, but I'm not too worried about it right now. Like I said, I'm not a professional. We're gonna put them in. They're probably gonna get all wound up, but that's okay. So everything is in here, buried nice and deep. They will probably start poking through pretty quick. Not exactly sure if these are gonna grow up or down when they come out of the garden. But what we'll do is we'll put them all in, and hopefully by the end of the summer, we will have a decent amount of potatoes that come from these. I didn't do anything to these potatoes. They just sat in my kitchen, kind of forgot about them, which is why I'm coming back now to replant them. So there we go, and we will update this throughout the summer when they come up. So those were my potatoes that were sitting in my kitchen for about 6 months in the closet. So they were in a dark, cool place. But like I said, it'd be a quick video. Just put them in the ground and we'll give it a little bit of water, and we'll come back later this summer and see how well they grew. And one of the best parts about potatoes is pulling them out, because I don't know how many are gonna grow. So it'll be a surprise for all of us. So have a great day.